One of the reasons I think we are a great state is that it goes back to the wisdom of the authors of our Constitution. I'll just give you just one small example, and Chief Justice Lee referred to this earlier. The Supreme Court appoints the Attorney General. Now, he's not elected, so the AG in Tennessee can spend all this time doing his job. In other states, you have to constantly campaign, you got to constantly raise money, and you got to stand for elections to what is really a politicized office. In Tennessee, that is not the case. And that's because our Constitution, the authors of our Constitution decided we're going to do it different in Tennessee. And I think if you look at the long line of people I'm succeeding, I think it's worked pretty well. But it allows the Attorney General to do what he's supposed to do, not be out campaigning or selling or creating controversies or filing lawsuits for publicity or whatever you might go say. He does his job, and that's to represent the citizens of the state of Tennessee. So, in Tennessee, AG doesn't stand for aspiring governor. Maybe why you're letting me do this.
You talked about the wisdom of the framers of the Tennessee Constitution in setting up the Attorney General selection process, yet you're also a big supporter of Amendment 2, which would kind of do away with how the framers envisioned judicial selection. So you talk about the disconnect there a little bit between those two elements?
Well, I really don't think it's a disconnect. I mean, we're going through the process of amending the Constitution in the way that the Constitution says we should on Amendment 2. But we're trying to clarify what it should be so that everybody knows, and there's no question later on about appointing judges to the highest positions in our state. I mean, that's a question we really should not be asking, is whether they are constitutionally validly seated in their seats. That's what that Amendment 2 is trying to answer that. And Tennessee, we don't do that. We fix things. And the governor decided that we need to fix it, so we run this amendment.
Do you think there are legitimate questions about the constitutionality of the Tennessee plan?
I think in some people's minds there are, but I think it's more perception than legal. We've got three Supreme Court decisions upholding the current system, but that doesn't seem to have answered the question. I need to run.